It is yet another episode of Steph Infection. And if you've been listening to me for a long time, you know that I cannot do intros, and this is how awkward they start every time. But I'm very excited for my guest today, Susie Stellar. How the hell are you?
I'm so good that I'm sitting in front of you.
Oh, well. How do I explain exactly your work? What is the proper terminology before I say something inappropriate?
I mean, to just be easy, I do porn. I'm not going to be like, I'm a content creator. Well, I am, but let's just call it what it is.
So porn stars are okay being called porn stars?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm honored to be a porn star because I haven't done much mainstream, and there's like this rift between the groups of like, you can't be a porn, like, I don't know. People are...
Really?
Yeah,
So
there's
if
a
you
lot
do,
of
like-
gatekeeping within the...
So what do you mean? Okay, so you don't mean mainstream, that's like the bigger stuff? Like, do you do more like...
I like, if I... become mutuals with someone and think that they're hot and have heard good reviews from them, I'm like, come over to my house and we'll have sex on camera. Like, that is like what I like to do.
Okay, and this is like an OnlyFans thing?
It's an OnlyFans thing. Yeah.
Okay. So what is your OnlyFans for the people that are listening?
It's onlyfans.com/Susie Stellar. Very easy.
Okay, and you make good money off OnlyFans?
I do make good money. I make more than I ever did before. I make less than I did in the beginning of the pandemic, just because people were like, I'm never going to be able to see a woman again. Like, time to spend my life savings on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Okay. And there's like a monthly subscription.
Yep.
Okay. I thought about it for a bit. I thought about it for like a whisper of time. Just show them my cans.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I like my cans. The cans can come out every now and then.
Yeah.
Also, I'm waiting for them to get dropped on the internet at some point. I've sent them to enough pigs, and then I'm waiting for them to come out. But I don't mind.
Yeah. Just leak them yourself.
I'm not gonna leak my leak. I'm not desperate. If my views start going down, like I'm losing them on Twitter, I'll just be like, "Whoopsies! Steph Tolev's tits are leaked," and it's just me fully behind it, me and a mustache going, "Oh, hello." This is so okay. This is how we just met recently.
Yes.
Well, I met you recently. I just did a show at the Improv like 2 weeks ago, I think, and I have a joke about asking people if they like to titty fuck.
Yeah.
And then I yelled it out, and then you went, "Yeah," and I was like, "What? Who likes it?" And you're like, "Well, I do it for work," and I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then I realized, and I didn't want to, again, on stage be like, what do you do for work? Because I'm like, I thought it was offensive of calling, I don't want to offend another woman and say the wrong terminology for her job.
Yeah. I mean, that's very sweet, but for me specifically, like, I don't care. And I knew what I was doing. Like, I figured there would be some... like, oh, what?
I also, and I swear I heard every man's neck in their term. The second you say you're porn star, every guy's like, do guys that just meet you and find out get all like jizzed up?
It's kind of weird. Like, people are all over the place with it. Usually guys will be like, so, how can I make a movie? And it's like, no, you don't walk into a dentist office and be like, can I do this root canal with you?
Yeah. That's like every single person who goes, you're a comedian, you think you're funny? Oh, tell me a joke, or here's a joke. Yes, it's people. Yeah. Very bizarre job. I guess we have two. We were saying before this, porn stars and stand-ups are similar.
Yeah.
In a way.
I think it's like, it's the counterculture thing. It's like doing things that people feel scared shitless about.
Yeah, but they secretly kind of want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I filmed myself having sex with one of my boyfriend's ex a long time ago, but I think it was like a VHS, and you can't play that anymore, so that's that. I hope you can, because that was not a good video. A lot of sheets in the way, it was just
a lot of rustling.
Yeah, it was not an iPhone, it was literally like a camcorder. It was that's probably gone. Or maybe in my head I made this whole thing up and we never did that. But I'd be scared. So I did some research. You gotta I took a peek. You gotta take a peek at who you're bringing in. I told my boyfriend this. He's like, you watched her, you sick pervert. I'm like, yeah, I am a sicko. I'm like, I watch porn, and I mostly watch women because I watch women like masturbating or like women on women because male porn stars are fucking repugnant.
Yeah.
Majority of them are, it has to be POV because I can't look at that. The image of, or when they do POV and their big gut is sticking out and they have like that shirt that rolls up. I'm like, who's that for?
Right. Yeah, it's for the men.
I watched one of you as a cheerleader.
Okay.
But then I couldn't get through it because of the guy.
I know.
That guy was so gross. That he was like scary and big and bald, and I was like, I can't. Nothing wrong with the bald or big. I'm gonna have everyone bald on YouTube go. He was not my type, I guess.
I said yes to that scene because they said it was going to be with James Angel, who is very attractive. Shout out James Angel. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm ready to go. And then like a couple of days before, and I think I was already in Miami, it was like, oh, actually it's going to be J-Mac. And like, no shade to J-Mac, but like not my type at all.
How do they just change it up like that? That seems wild.
That's why I'm not really like, diving headfirst into that world, because I like to have control over who gets to enter me.
Yes, I would think that's the number one thing you get to have control over. So you get there and that guy's there. That seems okay. Has it ever happened where you get to work and he's like a different guy?
Just that time.
Okay, because that seems
yeah.
That's crazy. It's like you buying tickets to go see me at a show and you get there and it's J-Mac doing stand-up. Like, why? You'd be like, why? Where's Steph Tolev? Why is she not here?
That would probably be pretty boring stand-up.
Well, it was just also one of those, like, sometimes it's hard for me to follow along with the storyline. It was like, you're there and then you're in a backyard and the guy behind the camera's talking. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
Stop talking. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Too much talking.
It was
trying to cut me zipping through, trying to get to the good parts. Great bod, though. I will say, great bod.
Thank you. Did you see any of the squirting?
I did not.
Okay, that's like my brand, basically. Which is a good body thing to talk about.
It is, okay.
It's controversial.
Is it controversial?
Because it's pee. It's like, if you're hydrated, who cares if it is or if it's not?
Is that what people say? Okay, I don't talk about this a lot because I feel like.
Do you think it's
I have
fake?
perverts.
Oh,
no.
Okay. Oh.
I'm a big squirter, and I don't talk about this publicly a lot.
I knew it.
I
always know.
God damn it. Yeah, well, I get embarrassed talking about it because I already have sickos out there that are whatever, but I will make sure my father does not listen to this episode, for Christ's sakes.
Sorry, Dad.
Oh, God. But it's something I figured I could do when I was 27, and it's, here's the thing. For sure, it's a bit of piss. Sometimes it smells a little bit like pee, but I've tested it where I pee right before sex.
Oh, yeah.
A big piss.
Yeah.
Then I still have a bunch of squirt, and then I piss directly after sex. So it's like, where would that pee all be if it was all...
Right. I agree. I think there's a little secret compartment.
So, okay.
And once you let it go and you like break the seal, it's like easier to do it. Do you find yourself squirting more?
Yes. Yeah. So can you squirt on demand?
I can. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you have to do it yourself, or can you like mentally...
I can squirt.
Wish it out. And you 3, 2, 1.
With my mind.
Just ruin all the equipment in here.
I mean, it's fine. No. Someone will pay for it.
No. Keep the squirt in for the episode, please. Aaron's back there like, what have we done?
I can squirt on demand with like just the fingers and...
Like you doing it yourself?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And if I'm riding...
I love the sound effects you're adding. Like, we don't know what squirting sounds like. We need the fucking sounds.
Just in case. And then if I'm on top, I can pretty much squirt on any dick, I think.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's like your... Susie Stellar, the squirter? Is it, there's like an add-on, or is that your like thing?
Yeah, like when you subscribe, like the first thing is like tip me $5 for my OG squirting video. It's one of the first ones I made. Like it's definitely what I'm known for, and like being an alien.
Being an alien?
Yeah.
Just like an alien.
This is a good body thing to talk about. I don't have all the information because my parents didn't tell me much, but I was born with my pussy, my outer, my vulva, the lips, everything where it was fused shut.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff I like. Okay. All one fuse.
Just, yes.
Like a Barbie.
I think they had to use a catheter. Like, I think that it was completely fused up.
Oh my God.
Fused
shut. So the pee hole was also closed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you came out full fuse.
Yeah.
Wow.
They used some like hormonal cream, I think, to finish.
to finish what they started? Finish what? What are they finishing here?
My parents never told me about it. I found out from my doctor in middle school.
How did they not mention that? Because they solved it right away. I'm guessing you were born no pee hole or vagina.
I guess, but then I guess I refused at 1 year old.
You refused.
I refuse.
This is like a lizard's tail falling off and growing back on. What the hell? This is crazy.
Yeah.
Have you Googled this? Is this like a common thing?
I didn't Google it until COVID. I think I saw like a TikTok about someone talking about being intersex, and I was like, maybe that's and then a quick Google like labial fusion intersexuality, and it's just like blah, 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 blah. So I was like, whoa, like I have felt so different forever, and I didn't even know that I was fused until so I go to like for a physical in middle school, and my doctor, not a creepy story, she's great, love you, lesbian, awesome woman. And she was like, I have to do an exam because you might start menstruating, and you just have to make sure like you have a hole. And I was like, what? Glove, lube, finger inside. And I was just like, whoa, like what's happening? And then she was like, yeah, it's fine so far, you know, everything's fine. I go home, I'm like, Mom, Dad, what's the deal with this? And they're like, oh, it's common. Don't even worry about it. Like, it's nothing. And I was like, okay, not a big deal at home. Let me go to school and see if it's a big deal.
Oh, well, this seems like a bad time to bring it up in middle school to high school students. Yeah, they don't know what the hell's going on.
No, I told like one or two people like, so what? And then like come lunchtime, it was just like, the whole school she's a boy and you know, whatever. Which at the time, like, I don't give a fuck now, but like at the time that's traumatizing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But
anything people say to you in high school is traumatizing and rude, and it's going to fuck with you because you're still, you're very hormonal.
Yeah, it's everlasting.
Sensitive.
Yeah.
Yes.
So people said that I had a fake pussy. And then the little tidbit of a story, like senior year, I was dating this guy. I was like 4 years in, and I was like, I'm fucking gay. Like, I need to hook up with more girls. And he was like, okay, one hall pass, like, go do it. And I had sex with this girl. And then the next day at school, she comes in and she's like, remember that rumor from middle school that Susie has a fake pussy? Well, I'm confirming it. It's true. And I was like, what?
Wait, the woman you slept with, the girl.
Yeah.
How
Trauma.
dare you? If you're listening, you're a bad person. Female bullies are worse than men.
I know. I know. I mean, okay, so I'm in the process of like requesting medical records because I want more information about it. Because I talked about this on my friend's podcast, and the video like blew up, like 2 million views or something, and people are like gatekeeping me, being like, you're not fucking intersex, you idiot. I'm like, I'm sharing a story that I don't even know all the information about.
It's people on Reddit. These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about also.
No.
Okay, I got some more questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. When you asked your parents, were you like, it was fused, they had to like surgically open it?
I hope not, just because I would be offended. But
you're like, no, I want them to pry it apart with their dead hands.
No, they used a hormonal cream.
And the cream, that was it. So it was a light layer of skin. It wasn't like a thick... That's what I don't understand.
I don't know. I really want more information.
Hormonal, I need more information on this.
Me too.
Hormonal cream doesn't... I'm like... What is this, acid cream? What is this? The same cream they use for my Kybella chin? Like, what are they using
it
for this cream?
Melts
that seems worse. It's just melting pussy skin.
Yeah.
I'll say, I saw your vagina. Looks great. It doesn't look like a fake. Also,
what does that mean?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
A fake vagina.
If anything, if I were to think of like a fake pussy, I would think of like a slit kind.
Yes.
And I am not a slit girly. Like, you're either an innie or an outie. I'm definitely an outie.
Yeah. And I've seen a fake vagina. I know somebody who transformed from male to female.
Yeah.
Transformed. Might have to edit that out.
No, that's like
transition.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And they showed me their vagina on their phone, and they zoomed in and really showed me parts of it. And it looks very real, but you can see a little bit how it's like a little bit man-made, like especially the outie stuff wasn't really there.
Okay, yeah. I would imagine it'd be hard
there.
to
it's just small. Yeah, it's hard to make. It'd be hard to add on a couple extra little oysters down there, because I feel like I'm also an outie, and it's hard. It feels like.
I forget who said.
It's hard to make that.
I think it was actually Dane Cook. I don't know why I had that reaction.
No.
Okay, all right. And now I know I had
Cook on my podcast.
Sorry, let's bleep that out. There was some weird comedian from back in the day that talked about an outie pussy being like trying to get out of a curtain and like not finding the opening of the curtain, trying to go behind.
I literally cannot stand when men talk about, there's another comic, I'm not going to say his name, but he also has a joke right now where he makes fun of like women having big pussies. You should be so lucky to get in there. When guys see you big or small, they don't give a fucking rat's dick. They're in there slopping around in it either way.
Yeah.
So this whole, like, I'm sorry, your penises are fucking repulsive. Half of them have weird tips. The hole's too big. The veins are making me sick. They're on an angle. Your balls are too small or too big. Don't act like yours is a perfect fucking setup down there.
Yeah.
It's very annoying when men
that
make fun of that. It's so, that's why I purposely make fun of men on stage, because I know they're damn well doing this. Everyone's making fun of everybody else.
I love that you talk about the urethra, because that is something that men are very self-conscious about, I think, because because they can't see them, like you said, unless you got a fucking forearm and you're like
and
staring
looking
right at
in there. You're looking right in there. Okay, wait. You mentioned before how did you find me first? Yes, because I thought I knew you through another porn star, Samantha Mack, but no.
So I've been going to the Comedy Store a lot. I went there and Leslie Jones came on like kind of unannounced. I didn't know she was going to be there.
Yes.
And then she does like, I don't know, 12 minutes at least talking about how like she never can't eat pussy, right? Yeah. And then you come on stage and you're like this like burst of energy, just being like, I've eaten pussy, I'll fucking do it again. And I was just like, wow. Because I mean, her talking about not eating pussy, like whatever, I don't need to say my opinion on it. I was just very refreshed to hear you come on stage and be like, I love eating pussy. I'll do it again.
Well, I didn't say I love it. That's not misquote me. I said I guess that was just what I was. 3 women out, and look, I'll try it again. I'm not offended by doing it. I was just really bad at it when I did it, and I knew I was.
What made you think you were bad at it?
Well, the girl told me. The third time, she was like, the third person I did with was like, we were fooling around, and I was down there for a while. She's like, you're just not, and I'm like, okay, then tell me what to do. Because I know what to do with me, but when you're down there, and it's like, and hers was so small and put together that all I could think about was how mine looked, and it was like, is this what they all look like? I'm like, then I'm fucked. I'm screwed if this is what every fucking vagina looks like. I'm walking around with Dane Cook curtains is what's happening. Fucking Dane Cook making fun of fucking a big pussy. Guy's face is plasticine. Like, what are you talking about? The guy has a fucking face the size of a brick wall. Like, what are we talking about? Anyways, I'm not gonna go to Dane Cook rant right now, but I am.
I mean, eating pussy is hard, and like, there's this idea that women eat better pussy than men, and I'm here to just be like, no, that's just not the case, unfortunately. Like, I don't want to admit that, but it's just true. Everyone's pussy is different. And if you do what you like, chances are the other person's going to be like,
like weirded out by that. Yeah.
Because everybody, in my experience, people are like going at it. Like,
yes, the nose and
so much pressure. And I'm like backing up and they're like, keep going.
And you're like, no, I like the light.
Light. Yeah, do less. Always do less.
Here's a question. Do you ever fake an orgasm?
I have never faked an orgasm in my life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I just feel like I don't, whenever a woman says they do, especially like on camera or whatever, because I'm not sure if it like finishes up faster, if it's like the scene's going too long or something, like I need this to end. But like, if you're just fucking somebody normally, why would you ever fake it? Just be like, I didn't have one. You don't always have to have one. The faking is like giving them some idea that they're like, I'm the best in bed, but it's like, who cares? They don't always have an orgasm. Sometimes I fuck my boyfriend, he's like, I can't right now. I'm like, all right,
cool,
finish me off. Get your head down. No, I'm gonna get canceled. I don't do that, Zach. I don't do that.
2 reasons, one, that they just want it to end on or off camera, and 2, they don't want to be murdered by like
murder.
Well, if you're like, tap, you're done. Like, you can very easily stimulate a man's anger. I don't know.
Do guys murder in porn? No. Is this a thing?
I'm talking about off camera. Just in general, like, why do women fake orgasms overall? Okay. Like, there's like a fear of making a man feel insecure to the point where then they get angry. Yeah. So they just would rather get out, rather than like
psychotic.
Because then they want to keep trying, and then it's a nightmare.
No, I hate the extra trying, because at that point you're done.
Yeah.
It's like when you eat a big meal and you can't finish your plate. You're like, I'm not gonna force it down. I'm full, and now it's time to end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shove the food in my mouth. I'm like, we're full. We're gonna barf.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna barf if you keep going, if you keep continuing. I feel like that's a very accurate. At the store one night, I don't think it was that night you saw me, but there was a night where I made fun of this guy in the front row. pretty badly. He was with this girl, and it was a really weird date, and the way they explained what they were doing was very bizarre. He said that he was hosting her. I'm like, what is she, living inside your body? What the fuck are you talking about hosting? It's creepy as hell. And then I met a girl working on something. She's like, oh, my neighbor hates you. And I was like, what? She goes, yeah, he saw you at the store a couple weeks ago, and he said that you ruined his night, and he's never felt like that embarrassed before, and he doesn't want to go to comedy shows anymore. And I'm like, this guy's walking around. I'm like, I picture, I'm joking around with this guy. I'm picturing him leaving. This guy's walking around LA just seething, thinking about me. I'm like, that's scary. And I'm like, I do that a lot with men where I like I'm scared now. I'm like, do you have
security?
I'm going to have to soon. I got Ring cameras. So I think I have a stalker right now. So if you're out there, if you're out there stalking me, I can see you now. You'll be on camera. So just so you know,
it sounds like
put the warning out there.
It sounds like the girl was working. It sounds like they met on Seeking Arrangement, and like he flew her out to have like a weekend. It was
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into Tick on a Dick.
Okay.
This segment's called Tick on a Dick.
This is a horrifying story.
I judging from the title of it, I think we all know what's about to happen.
So I'm from Maine, which is basically Canada. And I just moved here about a year ago. And the winters are hard. 8 months of like being stuck inside, and it physically hurts to leave. And sometimes to get through it, like, just find someone to ride, basically.
That's what us Canadians say, The winters are long, but you find someone to ride there, eh? And then you just go on your merry way. That's it. They take the old snowshoes over, and then you go for a toboggan afterwards.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This dude lived in a RV, and he was awful.
Again, not shocked at where the story's going right now. Yeah.
He was like a photographer for a brewery, like nose ring, like the whole whatever. So I go to this party in the middle of fucking nowhere, and it's awful. And we go to his RV and have.
Classic.
I know.
Because guess what? It was probably parked right there.
It was.
Yeah, it wasn't. Wasn't far. He can pretty much meet you wherever you are. That's it.
Yeah. So we have sex, and then I'm like, sucking and fucking, kind of going back and forth, and not deserving, obviously.
Yeah, he's not going to leave you a little tip on the old nightstand after this.
No. Just trauma. So, all right, I was like, and I like come back up, and I look, and I see legs. Legs.
No, where exactly in the penis? Where are we talking?
In the crevice of the head.
Okay, wait. Okay,
like in the ridge.
So we got not the pee hole.
No.
The ridge of the head. The back or the...
Yeah, he's cut, so the ridge of the head.
Oh, my...
Three legs coming out of it. So I scream.
Aaron, how are you not reacting to this right now?
I'm horrified.
Oh my God, I'm actually getting gay. Okay, keep going.
So let's just take a minute and realize, and it's gonna be online forever, right? It was inside me.
Yes, it was inside you.
It was in my throat as well. And thank God it was still on there.
Oh,
actually.
yeah. I guess you weren't squirting this time because it was locked in there. Oh my God.
Thank God it was still on the dick. So I'm like, scream, and I'm like, at first I was like, is it a freckle? Like I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then
what a nice
as if
lady.
anyone has whatever. And then
so
God. he freaks out, I'm freaking out. He's a man, so his first response is to blame me for it.
You did it. You had a tick living in the back of your throat that left your tonsil and latched on his penis.
Right.
So this is now ticks are under the skin, correct? It's not just sitting there. It has.
The head is burrowed.
Yeah, it's burrowed in there.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've seen, I am on a weird dog TikTok thing where I see them pull ticks out of dogs, and
I don't like any videos.
No,
like
this
that.
is neither do I. I don't know. I'm not choosing to watch these. I'm on a bad algorithm right now. My fucking dad sent me a video of a goddamn bug in a dog. It doesn't matter. You have to tweeze those out. Yeah. That's in there.
Mm-hmm. I think he ripped it out with his fingers.
Okay, there's so many problems with this. The first problem is, how dare you? Blame you. That's problem number one. Psycho. Number two, you would have felt that in there.
Yeah.
That is not in your fucking penis.
Yeah.
I don't have a penis, Aaron. I assume that you would feel if you had a tick in you're fucking dickhead.
Well,
that seems like something that you would fucking feel. Like, if I have an ingrown hair, I'll be like, ow, ingrown hair immediately.
Yeah, and that tick was eating good, too, because...
Was it big? So when he pulled it out?
No, his dick is not, like... just because there's so much blood there.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So you technically had a threesome with the dick.
Yeah.
Ew, God. Oh, my fucking God. This is a nightmare story.
Yeah.
This actually, you know what? You may have just come to the #1 spot of the worst fucking stories I've ever had on here. This is it. This might win. I've had some pretty bad ones, but you, my friend. Okay. He pulls it out. He pulls it out.
And then...
Isn't there also... Can't you get Lyme disease from this? Like, this is a serious thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then he's like, oh, I went hunting with my dad recently.
And your fucking dick was dragging around? What do you mean you went hunting with your dad? Your dick was the fucking dog that went and picked up the goddamn kill afterwards? And he was just sniffing around like a bloodhound? Your fucking bare dick on the ground? This is psychotic. It's because you live in an RV. That's why. It's because ticks enter into it's on a home. You're on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is really embarrassing for me. But me and my friends called him Big Yikes because I sent him a nude once and he said
after?
No, before.
I was like, you better have not gone back to this.
No.
Dick afterwards.
No.
You did.
Okay.
Susie.
I didn't have sex with him again. But I went back to this part. Okay, so after the tick thing happened, he's like, you need to take this to the grave. You can never tell anyone. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. All right, RV master.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
But I was almost considering it just because I'm way too nice. And then the next thing, we leave and come back to the party without didn't fuck him again. And then everyone in the party was like, was there a tick on it this time? And everyone starts laughing.
On it this time?
Yeah, this time. And so I was like, you told me not to tell anyone. And then you told your flounder-ass friends. And wow.
He told his friends about that?
Yeah.
The confidence
I know.
of this man.
I know.
The absolute gall of this brewery photographer.
Yeah, I think it's
going
because
around.
He knew that I had I don't know if I had an OnlyFans already, but I was a burlesque dancer and then I was a stripper and whatever. I think it's because he saw me as a sex worker and saw me in a certain light. Nothing mattered.
What?
No rules.
I wish we had
ultimate
his full
disrespect.
name and social number, and I'd put it up on the screen.
I honestly forget what his name is.
Of course you did, because you don't need to know.
Adam, maybe?
Yeah. He's tick dick for the rest of his life.
Tick dick.
He's probably still in that RV pulling ticks out of his fucking pee hole right now. Disgusting.
I have another story that I think might actually top that.
I don't know if I believe you.
Okay.
Aaron, are you okay?
I love how these are all non-porn stories.
Aaron, the producer right now, I've never heard him this silent before. Okay. Let's hear it. I that one got me a bit gaggy.
I didn't know that I was going to even say. I didn't even think about that beforehand.
And I was asking you beforehand, what are like some crazy stories? That you've topped it. Okay. All
right. So
Let's
with my
God.
current partner, a couple months into dating, we meet in New York City. He was living in LA and I was living in Maine, blah, blah, blah. And we hadn't seen each other in a month. We check into the hotel. 20 minutes later, we're having sex. And it was,
It's classic. Yeah.
It was pretty intense, Mm-hmm. I used to be quite the rider, but not anymore because I got scared from this. All right. I did not know this was possible. I thought it was like a joke or whatever, but I was riding him and I heard a pop, heard a snap.
Snap, crackle, pop, and it wasn't a bunch of Rice Krispie squares.
No, it was his dick. And
I'm going to mic Aaron from now on just to hear these. He just went, whoo. Okay.
I know, you might want to plug your ears for this next part. So
a pop. You don't feel anything though, you just hear.
No, I felt it. And it hurt. It hurt me too. Yeah. So I don't know if this has to, if this is related to the fusion. I think it is, but I have a pretty strong pussy.
Okay.
It's
been through a lot. She's seen some things. She's done a lot of work.
It's just it's gonna push you right out. It's strong. It's like vice grip because of the fusion. I don't know if that's related, but whatever. So
let's say it is.
I broke this lovely man's penis, and he had to have emergency surgery.
Oh my God. Okay, so you get off the penis. What are we looking at here?
It looks like in between Gonzo's nose and a lightning bolt.
Oh, Is it like limp down? Is it bleeding? What's going on? Is there no skin broken?
It's internally bleeding.
It's internally bleeding. Okay.
It is half hard, half soft in the craziest way I've ever seen. He knows his body. He knows that he's fucked.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like,
maybe it's,
you know, let's just throw it back in there, see if it works. I didn't say that, obviously.
Okay.
But I just didn't know you could actually break a penis.
No, I don't think I did either.
I've bent plenty. I'm surprised I haven't broken every single dick that I've hosted. But, all right, so...
You've hosted? Now we're calling it hosting.
Yeah, that's what he meant.
Oh, God. That's
I'm
what he
hosting
meant.
her. She was pegging him.
Yeah, there we go. It's all coming around
sense.
now. Okay, so he looks down. It must be swelling now. Mm-hmm. Swelling, and then the gonzo's nose limp part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he goes to the doctor, and what are they saying? Are they like, he must be in the most pain he's ever been in his entire life.
Yeah. Okay. So
is he screaming?
No, he has a pretty high pain tolerance, I guess, and so.
Yeah, he must be fully like...
He's in shock, for sure. So we go to an urgent care that ended up being just a COVID testing site. And we walked there. Like, he's
walking around with this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I know.
Is he holding it? He must be holding, because the pain, the blood flow down now must be fucking making it even worse.
Yeah. So we get there. He's like, I broke my penis. They're like, you need to go to Mount Sinai immediately. Like, this is not, you can't be like, this is not a clinic situation. So we go there. Thankfully, it's like the dick breaking capital of the world. Like,
really? They were like, room 10. Dr. Penis will be right in.
Yeah. So I felt really bad because it's the beginning of our relationship. He also does porn, and he's like, he's a celebrity. He's a reality TV celebrity. Okay. So I was like, fuck, like I just ruined it. He was like, there goes my career. I'm like, let's not
back it up.
Yeah. And we're, trying to be very positive all day. We're in the hospital for a while. He has to get like the scans and stuff. And the break of the penis is actually breaking the blood columns. Because you can't break a flaccid dick. I mean, let's get real. When it gets hard, the columns harden. And then what I broke was the column, so the blood is everywhere. Like everything was black and bruised and swollen, and it was really awful and traumatic. Hi, Bobby Lee. I think he would like this story.
He might like this story.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But, he's early. You got some Bobby Lee peering in.
Okay. So emergency surgery. He was like, it's probably not broken. Like 25,000, I forget the numbers, come in, think that they broke their dick. Maybe 1 or 2 a month actually break their dick. And then I was like, okay, I don't know if that's comforting or not. And then he comes back in and he's like, all right, it's broken, guys. We got to like prep for OR, basically.
Prep for OR.
And he's like, here's the thing. We have to circumcise you. And this is when I lost my shit. I start crying because like I
love that skin.
I love uncut cocks so much. It's so much better. I did an independent study in college about it. Anyway, so
you're skimming over some big stuff here.
I know. I'm having a hard time staying on track.
Okay. So he has to get cut now in order for him to get in there and fix it, because they have to drain the blood. Like, what do they have to do?
Okay, so if you cut the skin off and you're uncircumcised, and then they cut it and they sew it back on, the extra skin will shrivel up and fall off like a baby belly button.
Why did you use that?
I'm sorry. That was weird. It just came out.
So gross. Okay.
All right.
God.
Okay. So I step outside to the hallway. I'm like, Doc, I'm crying and like begging and pleading. Like, we have to find another way. We just have to.
I need that skin. I must have that extra skin.
And I know, like, he was like brave all day, and then the thought of being circumcised, I think, was like, it was too much. So we have to find another way. They do. They go through the balls instead, because they were originally gonna have to cut down the side.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I know.
They go in through the balls.
They go in through the balls. They fix it. Honestly, like his dick is fine. It came back with a vengeance, honestly. But usually people do not.
Came back looking exactly like Bruce Willis.
Yeah, usually people do not heal from that.
Really? So
Yeah.
he can still work fine.
Oh,
it
yeah.
still works fine.
Yeah, everything.
All the skin's there.
Everything is fine.
No scarring, just like ball scarring even?
It kind of fits right in with that ball line.
Okay,
yeah. They knew what they were doing.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And you guys are still together?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. And what was this independent study you did in school about foreskin? I'm assuming. What was this? Seems like is this in college? Where were they? You're doing this study just on your own, or what? Is this a school project?
I have a women's and queer studies minor, okay? And and you know, even in my most radical feminist time, I was still looking out for the boys, I guess. So, all right.
Yeah,
so there's
sure. Nice lady. Yeah.
So, I mean, if you picture it, like boys who are cut, the first thing that they're exposed to in this world is the tips of their dicks taken from mom, tips of their dicks cut off. And like, no, you can't give them anesthesia. There's no numbing. It's just pure pain. And then
as a baby,
yeah. And then they grow up hating women, and we wonder what. Okay, but there's a lot.
There's other reasons they do, but yeah, for sure, yeah,
of course, yes. But and it's a feminist issue because the cut penises act like a scoop. They scoop all the lubricant out with their head, but with the extra skin with dick, it like keeps everything inside, and it's more of a glidey glide.
More of a glidey glide. Okay,
yeah.
That's how
I should have brought my paper with me because I'm not going to be able to remember all the many important points.
But these seem like two big points. Also, the thing is with the uncut. I mean, a lot of guys don't know about the cleaning.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, do we wash the dish or do we throw it away? It's like we couldn't trust men to just clean their dicks, that we have to cut them off.
Yeah, but yeah. I'm dating an ex-Mormon, and I asked him about this because I was like, what would happen? Because like they weren't even allowed to masturbate. They weren't allowed. Like it was a sin. If you
did
masturbated,
they cut them extra? Or
they were like, well, that's it. You're never having a penis. They cut the penis right off. No, because I was asking him, like, if guys that are uncut, like, they're like, oh yeah, they were definitely dirty because they weren't allowed to fucking do anything with their penis. If they touched it or even thought of masturbating, they'd have to go. If they're ashamed, they have to go talk to their whatever about. I don't know church terms. The guy in the box and be like, my penis. I touched it, and now it stinks still. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, is this paper available? I feel like people don't want to read this paper. We got to wrap it up here, but
oh my goodness.
Okay, first of all, we got to end on my favorite question. What's the funniest way you think you could die? It's got to be breaking dick related, I feel like. Or a tick moving inside.
I mean, I think a sexual death is the most interesting way. I'm just having a hard time like finding what that means. Okay, if I were to, what if I dehydrated to death from squirting much?
That's good.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So
where can people find you? Give them again your Instagram and everything.
Okay. Well, only Susie Stellar or Stellar Forever 69 on Instagram. Who knows how long those will last?
Yeah.
Instagram's great. Thank you, Zuckerborg. Twitter, Susie Stellar X. And then onlyfans.com/Susie Stellar, SusieStellar.com. I have a podcast coming out with my friend Sydney Summers called Online Forever.
Great.
Very exciting. Hopefully we'll have you on there.
You will. I'll for sure do it. We'll discuss all this shit. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Talking openly about your fused puss.
Yeah.
Please, the whole episode is going to be on YouTube. Please watch this on YouTube. Please follow both of us online. Follow at Steph Infection Podcast. And thank you, All Things Comedy. And keep cleaning your dicks.
Yeah, clean your dicks. Wow, that was so chaotic.
It was great.
Okay.